What is stopping you from moving forward in getting what you want in your life? The success that you want in health, wealth, careers, relationships, anything really. What is stopping you from moving forward? Stay tuned. I'm Jeff. Welcome to Think You're Happy. We are here to help change your life around by creating change within you to help move yourself forward. So I think one of the main secrets, I suppose really, main secrets to stopping us moving forward in life is, and I think this has come from many years of my own development, research and everything else really, and watching other people, mentors and people who have made it really in life, in terms of what is really stopping us from getting what we want, the success we want, creating the success we want and keeping it sustained in our life. I think the main thing really is to understand that our success isn't limited by our history, our upbringing, poverty, class system, education. It isn't, because you see people who have come from all walks of life, from the lowest, poorest situations possible, and they've turned their life around and they've created success in their life. Fantastic, amazing success. I mean, off the top of my head, Alan Sugar, one of them, he came from quite a poor background, I believe. So many people have dragged themselves up by their bootstraps to get success and wealth and positive energy and change their life around. So success is not limited by your history, by your circumstances. It's not related to who your parents were. I mean, yes, people can be born into riches and they have a head start. Of course they do. If you get born with a sort of silver spoon in your mouth, that's definitely a head start for yourself. But I don't think it determines your overall success and what you can achieve and get in your life. So I really do believe the number one secret for creating success in your life really is your imagination. Okay? It's your imagination that I think we are limited only by our imagination and about what we can create and what we can design and create for ourselves. And the fear that we have that stops us from moving forward and taking chances with that imagination. I think really if we can get over the fear to help create the change that we want in our life and have any kind of imagination, let our imagination run wild, let us daydream, let us create and imagine what we want in our lives within our own brains. Our minds are the most powerful computer, the most powerful tool that we have in our life, in our body. They can't take it away from us. We might get dementia or something in the future, but at the moment we haven't got that. We've got our brain, and our brain is the most fantastic tool that we can have, that we can use to create that change and that fantastic, brilliant stuff in our life. We can use that. So the only thing that limits us really is our imagination, and then the fear, getting over the fear to create the change in our lives. I mean, I've got an example about my granddad. He died a couple of years ago, and he died when he was 102. He was born 1914, and he was born into quite a lot of poverty in Birmingham, and he lived in a back-to-back house, and his mother lost her husband in the First World War, and she had a couple of jobs to bring the money in, and my granddad had to leave school, as they did, I think 12, 13 years old, and he had to get a job. He got a job as helping on a milk round with a horse and cart back in the 20s. And he was a chap who didn't have any formal education. He left school early. He grew up in more or less the slums of Birmingham, although his mum worked really hard to keep a roof over their head and the family worked together to help move them forward. He had very little given to him in life, but he, with determination and imagination and strength, he survived. He lived through the First World War as a child, and he was in the Second World War and a prisoner of war in Italy, captured by Italians. But he had great imagination, and he had a positive attitude, and he had a can-do attitude. Nothing stopped him from moving forward. Nothing stopped him from... No one said to him, no, you can't do that. He thought, okay, I haven't got anything. What can I create with what I haven't got? And he was clever at saving money. He was clever and resourceful at finding money. He'd work left, right and centre, try and get money together. He worked his way up the dairy, He was a milkman for a while, and then he became a manager of the dairies, and he came up to be quite senior management in the end. When he retired in the 70s, he was actually in senior management, and he'd moved his way up, and he'd bought houses with the help of his wife, and he'd created quite a bit, he was quite well off for a person from his background. He did really well, and I think he lived to that age because he was such a strong mind, and he imagined what his life could be like. And he imagined that he could live a long age, and he imagined that he could do anything he wanted to do, and he imagined that he could live independently up until he passed away, and he imagined all this fantastic stuff. His mind was the only thing he really had, really. He didn't have any money given to him. He wasn't born into a privileged background. He wasn't born into a situation where he had anyone to help him, really. He had family around to support him, and he was very lucky in that respect, but a lot of the time he didn't. And I think you can take a lot from people like him, and look around you in your own families, in your own network of friends and people you know. Look around and see who you admire, who you can look up to, who is doing it, who's done it already, who can you follow, who can you think, yeah, they've really made it, and what have they got, where have they come from? Don't let the success in your life, your jobs, your money, your wealth, whatever you feel is success in your life, your weight, your health, your fitness, anything really, don't let your circumstances and your history stop you. Don't think to yourself, I'll never be rich because my mum and dad weren't rich, or I'll never get that job because my mum and dad weren't successful, or I'll always be fat or always be overweight, because don't let that stop you from moving forward. You can accomplish anything you want to do. It's all in your mind. Everything is in your mind. Everything you need to move forward and create the change that you want in your life is in your mind. You already have everything you need. All you need is a positive frame of mind, positive thinking, and create the change that you need to move forward. And that's what Think You're Happy is all about. So if you want to get into that, if you want to see more about what we're doing in the Think community, subscribe below. I've got other videos, I've got websites, blogs, there's a newsletter you can sign up to, and with the newsletter you get 3 fantastic bespoke meditations which can help change your mind around and get in the right mindset, really, about positive thinking about what you want to create in certain areas of your life: health, wealth, and really anything else you want to create in your life. So give me a thumbs up if you can, and subscribe to my newsletter as well. We look forward to seeing you on the inside. Take care. Bye bye. Thank you.